Hello and welcome to Top Line. I'm Olivier Knox of Yahoo News. With me is Rick Klein of ABC News, and we are at the Citizen Hearing in Washington, D.C., an informal investigation in which speaker after speaker has said the United States government is involved in a conspiracy to suppress evidence of UFO visits. Joining us on the program to discuss this is Democratic former Senator and presidential candidate Mike Gravel.
Thank you for having me.
Happy to. Let me just jump right in then and say, based on what you heard today, are you convinced? Is there a conspiracy, and how high does it go?
It goes right to the White House, and of course, once the White House takes a position that, well, there's nothing really going on, it just goes down the chain of command. Everybody stands too. But fortunately, we have a group of military officers and some civilians, obviously, but military officers who have been forced to sign non-disclosure agreements, who have disclosed their knowledge and information.
I was a first lieutenant, U.S. Air Force stationed at Malcolm Air Force Base, Montana.
They have the good sense to realize that they take an oath to the Constitution, not to the president or not to some general or admiral.
So what specifically do you think the White House is covering up here, and to what end? I mean, why would there be a massive government conspiracy to cover up evidence like this?
What we're faced with here is in areas of the media and the government is an effort to marginalize and ridicule people who have specific knowledge. All I know is that there's been thousands and thousands of sightings. There's an extraterrestrial influence that is investigating our planet.
He was shocked by what he saw hovering above their camp, a triangular craft.
We got this in testimony yesterday, which was the smoking gun of the whole issue, and that is that when they saw hovering spacecraft over in Wyoming and South Dakota, over the ICBM missile silos, that the missiles couldn't work.
They reported that the objects were above them, and at that point the missiles started shutting down, disabled.
The military want to keep this secret because they don't want to reveal to the American people that all these trillions of dollars that we spent on this silly defense posture, that they don't work.
There's a great moment in the sci-fi blockbuster Men in Black.
Everyone on those screens is an alien.
Where they flash up on the screen pictures of famous Americans who they say are aliens. One of them is Newt Gingrich. I won't ask you whether...
He is an alien.
I don't have to ask you. But, you know, we're in the middle of an immigration debate. And if they've gone from being out there to being down here, what should American policy be?
Well, I would hope that we would welcome them, but I think we'll follow the pattern of Columbus and Cook, and that is we'll kill a few of them. In fact, that's the command, that you see a flying saucer, well, bring it down, shoot at it.
Finally, Senator, I want to ask you, you and your fellow panelists, we understand, are being compensated for your participation. Don't you have an incentive in believing the testimony you're hearing?
Oh, quite the contrary. We're getting $20,000, that's $4,000 a day for 8 hours of work. This is an opportunity which I've taken to focus on this issue for an entire week and the preparation I made in coming to it. For my enrichment, that's very important.
Former Senator Mike Gravel, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
That's all the time we have for Top Line. Again, I'm Olivier Knox of Yahoo News. Follow me on Twitter @OKnox. Follow my colleague Rick Klein @Rick Klein. Follow the Citizens Hearing at @citizen_hearing. You can watch us all week on abcnews.com and yahoo.com, and click on us next time.